Welcome to beautiful Gjirokaster.
We're officially in the historic center of Gjirokaster, and this place is so cool. It's one of the most famous cities in all of Albania for the unique style of architecture. So it was a very important city during the Ottoman rule of Albania for centuries. Important generals lived here, so they have very huge Ottoman style mansions. And if you can see, they call this the stone city because everything has this very unique stone construction. So everything is layered on top of stone pieces, and even the roofs of these old houses are layers of stone, which you can see here. Already it's super interesting to see. I love all these different alleyways where you can get lost, and the architecture is so interesting. There's also a ton of traditional foods that you can have here in Gjirokaster, so that will be part of our day too, and try some local Gjirokasteran foods. But for now, our first stop is the most famous place in Gjirokaster, and that is the Gjirokaster Castle. So we have to go back up the mountain.
Take a shot every time you say Gjirokaster.
How many times did I say it?
17.
Okay, you guys are gonna be wasted. We are now on top of the castle, and this is easily the most iconic structure in all of Gjirokaster, and it is just massive. It just dominates the entire landscape, and you can basically see it from anywhere in the old city. It's super impressive. And right when you walk into the castle, there's this massive hallway of just giant stone arches, and then you step outside to this platform where we are now, and you just have the most incredible views of Gjirokaster, the old city, and also two different mountain ranges in the valley. You can even see our apartment next to the soccer field down below. It's a really nice spot just to sit down and relax. It's nice and breezy up here too. We're now in front of an old prison cell where the Ottoman Empire kept a teacher who taught in Gjirokaster in the local Albanian tongue, which was forbidden from the Ottoman Empire. And it's very, very creepy. It's cool and breezy.
Go in.
It's very, very dark. I need to go with the flashlight. You see how dark it is? Literally, you can't see anything. It's zero natural light. After this, we're going to visit another prison because there's a ton of very interesting prison history here at the fortress. That's next. Let's get out of here. It's creepy.
It's so creepy.
Let's go. So within the castle, there's a separate museum that goes into the history of Gjirokaster, and within that museum there is the prison. And I told you there was a lot of interesting prison history here at the castle, and I wasn't lying to you. So this prison was used during the communist dictatorship by Enver Hoxha, so they kept intellectuals and other people against the regime in this prison. And actually Enver Hoxha is from Gjirokaster, and they don't like him. That's crazy. These were actual cells where they kept anyone that was against the communist dictatorship, intellectuals, artists, freethinkers in prison here. Also, during World War II, the Italians and the Germans, they used this as prisons to imprison the Allies. A ton of history here.
This place, even though it feels super weird and the energy is so heavy, the whole area, parts of it are under construction, but nothing is closed, so you can basically just roam and walk wherever you want, even in parts where it seems it's closed and that you're not supposed to be there, but you can. I like the no rules in the castle.
The castle and museum were amazing, but we spent absolutely way too much time there, and we could have spent more time. It's just beautiful with the views and everything.
We 100% recommend that place, but now we're so hungry, and because Gjirokaster is super famous for some traditional Albanian foods.
Don't slip. We're gonna get some Albanian lunch.
We need to eat because we're hungry.
Gjirokaster is very dangerous. The city of stone has some slippery steps.
You have to definitely bring comfortable shoes. Forget about heels, sandals. Just be
That's
prepared.
true for Albania in general.
Slippery.
We call it slippery skippery. That's our inside joke. Skippery is Albania in Albanian. It's very slippery. This skippery. So Gjirokaster is a pretty popular place with visitors, and one of the good things that comes with that is that there's a ton of like traditional restaurants that are very good. So we had like 5 or 6 with perfect reviews that we could choose from, but we ended up here in this old like Ottoman house, and we're trying 3 different dishes that are typical to Gjirokaster. This one is imam bayuli, I think, and it's like a different like stuffed eggplant than we've had, with like tomatoes and onions. It smells really good, and I can't wait to start eating. I think that's why I'm talking so fast. So I'm just trying to get everything out so I can start eating because I'm very hungry.
Cut it, cut it.
Cut. Imam bayuli.
The rice ball?
Oh, the rice balls. Chifki?
Chifki, yes.
Chifki. Chifki. And this is chifki. This is also very typical to Gjirokaster, and it looks really good. I don't know if it's hot. Mmm. Very good. If you want to dance to Albanian music or Ottoman music, I don't know what this is. Very good. There's like a tomato sauce. The onions are like perfectly sauteed. Very delicious flavor. You should try some. It's dance worthy.
Oh.
Are you happy now? You were hungry.
Very hungry. It's 2 p.m. and I have not eaten, so yes. 3 p.m.
But you have.
It's medicinal beer.
Judging.
I have cramps.
Now we're gonna try the chifki. I'm gonna use my hands to open it, but it's like lightly fried rice balls, and like the green herb is dried mince, and sometimes it can have like cheese and meat inside. This one seems to have neither.
Nice.
But it's still very good. The mint is awesome. That's very unique, like the dried mint with fried rice. Very cool. I like it. It's like refreshing and savory at the same time.
So we originally wanted to order this dish called meatballs pasha. I'm reading the menu. But they didn't have it, so we ordered these meatballs with a yogurt sauce. And this region, Gjirokaster, is super famous for like the farms, like you saw the farm video, like there's dairy, I milk the cow and the sheep. So there should be great yogurt. So they have a lot of dairy products here. I think this is like quite unique that they serve meatballs with a yogurt sauce on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You're gonna love this. The meat is like so well seasoned. I don't know what's in it. Herbs, I taste mint. I see and taste cucumber, so cucumber with yogurt. One of the best combinations in the world. And this is like, I thought it would be like colder for some reason, but it's like a hot yogurt sauce. This is excellent. We are gonna order more food here. All 3 dishes have been really, really good. We order more food. This is Albanian favorite, stuffed peppers with rice and herbs. We have had this a lot. If you come to Albania, you definitely have to try this. But the real star of the show is this, a local dish from Gjirokaster. It's a local cheese. It's deep fried and covered in honey and sesame seeds.
Oh, good. It tastes like something familiar that I can't think of. I don't know.
I'd say we liked it. That was very good. 5 stars in here. Odaha menu tradicional. And the best part is that we're already at our next stop. Bazaar.
That's typical, folks. I love it. We are now at one of the most popular spots in town. This is the 500-year-old bazaar. It has been beautifully restored in the old Ottoman style, and the buildings are really, really nice. It used to be a very important center for trade, so Gjirokaster was like a regional trade hub. Now it's a little bit more like tourist shops and trinkets and like cafes and stuff like that. It's still very nice. There's like a ton of good restaurants and like bars and stuff like that. And a nice place to walk around. It's also like nice and compact, so easy to see, like take pictures. We're gonna go check it out, do a little circle around the bazaar.
To see who is coming, who is knocking. There are also two holes at both sides of the door, and there up. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to our beautiful Ottoman house that we just got. Let's give you the grand tour. So the ground floor is only for animals, so they come through that door that I enter and they leave the goods and then they sleep outside. This way we have the storage room. They will keep like certain foods here, baggy, wine, all the good stuff. This way we have the refrigerator. It's a natural refrigerator because we're like very sustainable, so we don't want to consume a lot of energy. So this is what we use to preserve our food. So the house has 3 levels. The one that you just saw is for animals, the middle level is for winter, and the upper level is for summer. Let's go show you the middle level.
I'm in a beautiful house.
I thought this was your house. Yet you don't quite know the way around.
We haven't paid the full amount yet. So we don't have access to all the levels.
You haven't done what?
Paid the full amount yet. This way we have the dining room. This way we have the guest room. These beds are from the communist times, but the most interesting part of this room is this way. Because sometimes we receive guests that we don't know and they're not allowed to see my face. This is the room that I use to peek on them and spy on them and see how many people are here so I can count who needs rake, who needs coffee. And then I send Gordon here because I'm not allowed in this room right now. This is just for the video. And then I send him here to bring the stuff for the guests.
You spy on people from there?
Oh yeah. A lot of crazy stuff happens here.
The invisible woman.
Yeah. Those are the little steps that I use to spy on my guests. So if you stay here, I'm looking at you.
To meet the fuckers.
But I will be watching you.
There is also a toilet, functioning toilet.
How does it function?
You just go in there. Let's go upstairs, which is the summer area of the house. My favorite. So this is the summer part of the house where a lot of our gatherings happen during the summer. We have a beautiful view. This way we have the honeymoon suite. This is exclusively for newlyweds, so they, you know, grow the family. This way we have a fancy guest room. This one has a private hammam that you are required to use before you go to bed. And this wraps up the tour of the house, wraps up the cultural part of the video. And now is
happy hour.
Happy hour time. I don't know what is it happy hour time? Mina, no judging.
Let me see it.
It's 5:45.
We're late.
Oh.
It was selfie. I hope I got that. That was your face on the camera.
Just get the 5:45. This is how we end our perfect day in Gjirokaster with a glass of wine, a beer, beautiful sunset, a view. Today was awesome.
It was a cool day.
Yeah, I don't know if we did any justice, honestly, to this town. We tried.
It is really, really beautiful. Like the buildings are stunning, the views are incredible, pretty chill, right? Like the food and
exactly. Just one pro tip though, if you do come here for like 2 or 3 days, I think it is worth it to stay in like the old city because like the views when you wake up would just be incredible and just like the overall vibe is like really here. We were saving money and staying like in the core of town, which is nice too. Like you get like a local vibe, but it's worth it to stay.
Yeah, for
up
sure.
on the
If you
mountain.
can, stay up here because it is very different from life down there. We hope you like it. If you have questions, let us know. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Don't
Bye.
forget to subscribe.
Fresh